A very good morning to you all. I'm Dr. N. Rajastri, Assistant Professor of Economics, Pingil Government College for Women, Vadapalli, Warangal. Dear students, today's topic is unemployment in India. Okay, you're going to learn about the unemployment in India, the concept, what is unemployment, then the types of unemployment and causes of unemployment in this session. So, in introduction part, in Indian economy, you can remember that the poverty and the unemployment, these two are very cursing problem in our economy. Okay, these two, poverty and unemployment, are what is that? They are two problems are very cursing to our economy. Because though the government is implementing the schemes and other things, though the schemes they have implemented, but fully they are not in a position to control those poverty and unemployment. Okay, so the size of the employment in a country depends to a greater extent on the level of the development. So that is also there. Therefore, when a country makes the progress and also its production expands, the country makes the progress, the production increases, then what happens? The employment opportunities will be grown. But is there any chance now in this pandemic situation? We are facing the problem. They are not in a position to get the employment. Even the private sector, private teachers, you can take the example. They are not in a position to get the opportunity. They have the opportunity, but there is no chance. So that is nothing but unemployment only. If you can see the persons, many people, they will have the knowledge. Okay, though they have the knowledge, but there is no chance to work. That is also leads to unemployment. We are saying that people all have to be educated. Okay, but though there is an education, but still the unemployment, the problem is there. Educated unemployment is there in our economy. Okay, and some people, they want only the white collar jobs. Suppose they are MCA or MBA candidates or BTech students or MTech, whatever it may be. Education is there for them, but what is not there? There is no chance to work. Got it? And some people, they'll think of white collar job only. They'll not go for the low cadre jobs. I'm an MCA candidate. Why I must work in what is that? Low as a clerk. Why I must work in that institution? They'll think like that. So if that is the case, it leads to what? Unemployment only. If they get an opportunity to work, they have to accept it. They have to join. Then only what happens? They'll get a chance. Okay, they can live. Their life expectancy will increase. Got it? They should not lose that. So here, when a country makes a progress, what happens? Because when we are utilizing the resources fully, when we are utilizing the resources, then what happens with the capital and the technology? When we are utilizing, opportunities will be grown. Okay, when opportunities are there, they'll get that is unemployment problem to some extent we can solve. Okay, with that the production also increases, the economy develops. Overall, the Indian economy will develop when there is a production of goods and services. Got it? So try to remember, the country makes the progress when the production increases. If they are given a chance for the people to work, they'll get an opportunity. But nowadays, there is no chance. Got it? The position is like that. Okay, that is about the introduction part. So the next is about the types of unemployment. There are many types. First one is structural unemployment. What is this structural unemployment? Here, when the demand for labor falls short to the supply of labor due to rapidly growing population and their immobility, moving from one place to another. That leads, suppose you are given a chance to work in some other place, you can't go due to some reasons. So it leads to what? Structural unemployment. Okay, when the demand for labor falls short to the supply of labor due to rapidly growing population and their immobility, the problem of unemployment appears in the economy. The rate of capital formation, which again limits the employment opportunities. So here the structural unemployment is of long run in nature. Okay, so the Indian unemployment is basically related to this structural unemployment only. So try to remember what is structural unemployment. Next, coming to this underemployment. What is this underemployment? The laborers are underemployed who obtain work, but their efficiency and the capability are not utilized. Whatever they have, the efficiency and the capability now, they are not utilizing at the optimum level. That leads to what? Unemployment. They'll contribute less to the production. To a limited level only they produce. Then that is called as underemployment. They have the capacity, but when we are not utilizing fully, it leads to underemployment. Then the next one is disguised unemployment. Then the next one is disguised unemployment. What is this disguised unemployment? In simple terms, suppose there are 10 persons, okay, they'll produce 50 bags of paddy. 10 persons are working and they are producing 50 bags of paddy. When we increase the labors, suppose to 12, when we have increased the labors, when we increase the labors also, the production is not increasing. The same 50 bags of paddy only they are producing. Okay, so when we remove these 2 persons, the production will not increase nor decrease. So these 2 persons, we call it as disguised unemployed. No need. When we remove these 2 persons also, the production will not increase or decrease. Okay, disguised means whatever they require, only those persons, they'll get a chance to work. More people are employed in agriculture sector. You can take the example for disguised unemployment, agriculture sector. Why? Because more people, because 70% of the population is depending only on the agriculture sector. Okay, so when more persons are employed in that, they'll get the vastly they'll go to the sector, because in a family, if they suppose 4 persons are there, only 2 persons work is there, but people, those who are in that family now, 4 persons are going for the work. So when we remove these 2 persons now, the production will not increase, no, disguised. So that is a disguised unemployment. So when we remove the persons from the work also, the production will not affect. So the marginal productivity will be 0. Okay, so this we can take agriculture sector as an example. Then what is this open unemployment? Next one we are saying that open unemployment. When the laborers live without any work, okay, and they do not find any work to do, they come under the category of this open unemployment. So open unemployment is nothing but the educated unemployment. Unskilled labor unemployed comes under the open unemployment. The migration from rural to urban areas in search of the work is very often found in our economy. So try to remember, open unemployment is nothing but educated unemployment, and unskilled labor unemployment is an example. Then next is, just now we have discussed about the educated unemployment. People, they are educated, but they are not getting the chance to work, and they are waiting for the white collar jobs. If they get the white collar jobs only, they'll do that. But for time being, they have to manage it. So whatever they'll get now, they have to use. They have to take that opportunity to work. If they are not in a position to take now, it leads to what? Unemployment only. Okay, that is called as educated unemployment. Then the next one is frictional unemployment. So this is based on the occupation, that is the temporary unemployment which exists during the period of transfer of labor from one occupation to another occupation is called as frictional unemployment. So this unemployment now, it arises due to imperfections of labor market. Okay, because of ignorance of the labor about their job opportunities. It is called as frictional unemployment. Then the next is seasonal unemployment. You know about the seasons in the agriculture sector. So only during that season they'll get an opportunity to work. Got it? So the seasonal unemployment appears due to the change in the demand based on the seasonal variations. Laborers do not get work round the year. They'll not get that. Only for 6 months they'll work. Another 6 months they are idle. Okay? Only for 6 months they'll work. Another 6 months they'll be idle. So that type of unemployment, we are calling it as seasonal unemployment. Okay? Then the next, we see the cyclical unemployment. The main cause of this cyclical unemployment is slackness in business activities. So generally in developed countries, they'll have this cyclical unemployment. Okay. Then the next is technological unemployment. So with the introduction of the technology, if they are not in a position to cope up that, it leads to what? Unemployment, because they don't know how to do that. So their computer-based knowledge jobs will be there, web designing or some other jobs they'll get. So if they don't have that technology, it leads to unemployment. So if they have the skills, accordingly they know how to operate the technology, then automatically what happens? They'll get a chance. Okay, so the introduction of the technology, it causes displacement of the workers. There is no chance for them to work. So it is nothing but it leads to technological unemployment. If they know the techniques, automatically they can implement those techniques and they'll get an opportunity to work. Take the example, Python or the IoT technologies, now it is in the usage. So if they have that knowledge, based on that knowledge, they'll get a chance to work in that sector. That is nothing but it leads to technological unemployment. Then the next, we can take the causes of unemployment. So types we have seen, what are the types of unemployment? Okay. Then the next, about the causes of unemployment. What are the causes of unemployment? So the first one is jobless growth. So we see during the last 3 decades of our planning, GDP growth rate was very low. That is 3.5% was there per annum. So employment increased at the reasonable rate of 2% per annum. But however, thereafter, while the GDP growth rate picked up considerably and employment growth rate registered a sharp fall. So here the jobless growth is there in our economy. We can see the GDP has exceeded in 2005 and 6 to 7 and 7 to 8, 9% per annum. But the recent period again, there is a jobless growth. There is no chance. Okay. Then the next, increase in the labor force. You can see the labor force nowadays, it is increasing. But during the demographic transition also, we have given like 3 stages are there in the high birth rate and high death rate and high birth rate and low death rate and decrease in birth rate and decrease in death rate. 3 stages are there. Okay. So when there is increase in the labor force, also failure to respond, the challenges, whatever, the continuous increase there is in unemployment. Okay, the economy is facing that. In rural areas also we can see the growing labor force is there. So here nothing but unemployment has increased. Okay. Then inappropriate technology is also a cause for unemployment. Just now in types we have seen. And there is capital is scarce factor. Labor is available in abundant. Labors are there, but what is not there? The skills are not there for the people. Okay, can see in industries and also in agriculture, producers are increasing, substituting the capital for labor. So in Western countries also you can see where the capital is in abundant. There the capital is abundant. Okay, use of automatic machines they are using and other sophisticated equipments they are using. Whereas in our economy, abundance of labor is there, but this policy, whatever it is there, it has resulted into a large unemployment. They know everything, the technological things, they know everything, and they are increasing their skills and also the opportunities. But whereas in our economy, labors are there, abundant labors are there, but the people, they don't have the skills. So based on that, it leads to unemployment only. Then the next one, we can see the neoliberal economic policy. So with the introduction of this policy now, neoliberal structural reforms policy, since the early of 1990s, they started this. Income inequalities have increased. So growing income inequalities, it leads to generally demand constraint. That is nothing but a recession, and also the unemployment is there. So here you can remember income inequalities. Okay, based on this, it is affecting our economy. Recession, during the recession, there is no chance. Now in this pandemic situation, you can remember there is a recession, there is no increase. Opportunities for the people. People are facing the problems. Okay. So you can remember the causes for the unemployment: jobless growth, increase in labor force, inappropriate technology, inappropriate education system, and the neoliberal economic policy. So these are all the causes of unemployment in our Indian economy. I hope you got an idea about the types and causes of unemployment. Thank you.